Are you early? I think you are early. And I sound like a radio host. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's still early. Very early for me. It's early for you. It's early for me. Sorry, I'm actually late on the schedule. I mean, what I planned. Well, that'll do. The face you get when Geno stream before Geno. Goddamn. Anyway, thanks for joining. Guy named Sean. Oh, it's gonna be a fun night. Fun morning. So let's check everyone out. How you doing, guy named Sean? Hope you're doing okay. And Joey, pretty confident this is your best album. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Joey. Geno's favorite water company. How's it going? Volvic. I'm kind of partial to Avian, but some people don't like Avian. I'm good. I'm very dehydrated. I got some coffee with me too. It's pretty early in the morning. It's not that early, but it's a Sunday morning, so it's okay to sleep a bit later. So we're gonna be listening through and discussing my latest album. Goddamn, 2019. 2019, quite a year. Okay, let's set up my playlist here, and we're gonna start in about I don't know 3 or 4 minutes. It's a fun album, even if I do say so myself. Oh, word. Hello, Karate Shark, Falsetto Guy, Rabib. Hope you all having a nice time. Hopefully it'll be a bit nicer with me. If not, then I can understand. I'm not that fun. Hey. So, yeah, give it another 2 minutes. Then we're going to start talking. Traveling kind of feels like an acoustic version of something by Boston or some similar band. I can see that. I'm going to talk about each song and their inspirations a bit later. As we're going on. It's been a long time since I've done a live let's play of an album. Because I kind of went through all the albums. And I had to wait until I made another one till I make a new stream of this. It's been big foreplay, long time vibes. Oh, okay. Love the music, don't tell Dad. Thank you, Dark Sephiroth Jr. Glad to hear it. I think I know your dad. So yeah, T minus 50 seconds. Hope you all have some nice water or tea or coffee with you, or some other kind of beverage, be it alcoholic or not. I don't endorse any one company, though I don't disapprove of you if you do. What was that sentence? Okay, so let's get started. I've got a whole ass lasagna. You got you, you got a whole ass lasagna, or you got a whole ass lasagna? Lasagna. It's funny, we were actually discussing lasagna in English class this past week on my new job. It's going away. It's going okay. Haven't done anything too strenuous yet. A lasagna made of ass. Indeed, that's how that works. Okay, 5 minutes in. Anyway, welcome everyone. Others will probably join a bit later on, and others will probably leave later on. But anyway, we're gonna continue with the show, and the show is "And Vienna," my latest album. If this is the first time joining, it might be because I've got a lot of more a lot of new viewers recently, new subs. I'm gonna be listening through the entire album, song by song, and I'm not gonna be stopping during the song. I'm gonna be stopping between songs to introduce them and talk about them and see what you think of it if you haven't heard it already. So, And Vienna is my latest album, released just over a month ago on October 15th. And some people say it's the best album ever, at least from me. My best album ever, which uh, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that. You know, it's kind of interesting because I'll place a link to the Discord during every song. Thank you. It's kind of interesting because you can kind of tell from your own opinion when you're making the album, like, is this going to be a good one or a bad one or like an okay one? I had that feeling with Cabbage. I had that feeling with And Vienna, definitely. It's like this is I'm liking what's happening. I'm really liking what's happening. You know, and if I like it, I'm pretty sure my fans will like it too. That's kind of like the most important thing to think about is that if you don't like it, our fans gonna like it either. You know, I eat John. It's what I do. Lazaga cat. Hi gang. Hello Superbia. Hello gangster. Gangster talk. So I had this idea for a country-esque slash acoustic album for a very long time. I actually have I have a folder for songs that I was working on since 2010 for a so-called untitled country album. It was 2010, 2011 maybe. It was originally intended to be sung by a country artist. I was gonna write the songs for them, a female artist. I had Miley Cyrus in mind because she was country back then. Oh my god, how time changes. Wow. So the first track, you might call it Sailing. Let me set up my little playlist there. The first track kind of originated around 2 years ago. I had an idea for it about 2 years before, and it didn't change much in the mood of what I had originally in my head. It's still pretty. It's like a light-hearted romp. It's kind of influenced by Yamashita Tatsuro in some places, like especially the middle section where it's with all the vocal ahs. That was definitely inspired by Yamashita Tatsuro. And when I originally first recorded this, it was actually a semitone higher. So like I'm pretty sure I recorded all the tracks, and it was I think in C sharp major because I thought that C sharp was a good key for me to sing in without really singing it before I recorded it. So I thought the voice in my head feels like it can sing this key, but then I started trying to record this and like, oh my god, I can't sing this. So I manually transposed each and every track down a semitone in Audacity. So what you're actually hearing is kind of fake. It's not the original key. It's actually in C now, and I kind of try to avoid C because it's the chord of it's the key of C. It's kind of boring and so typical of beginners. But I just naturally sound good in C, which is it can't be helped. B might be okay too, I think. So yeah, I'm kind of impressed by Audacity. I'm kind of impressed by Audacity's um, skills to transpose each and every track and make it sound so clean and so devoid of artifacts, artificial artifacts. So I'm very, very happy with the way this one turned out, and I think it's a pretty solid opener. Um, without further ado, sorry I can't talk very well because I'm still drinking my coffee. After my coffee, I might talk a bit better. And if you're interested in listening to this album on your own, there's a link in the description for the full album playlist on YouTube, and you can also go to iTunes, Spotify, CD Baby, pretty much everywhere. Everywhere it's available on streaming and digital download. So without further ado, literally without further ado, now you might call it Sailing. It's alright, it's okay, that's what they always say. Come what may, but are they just some words to keep you satisfied? Little outlast to keep your dreams alive. There's a truth to the words of kindness coming your way. Don't send them away. If you hear them, know there's someone there to lean on. If you hear them, know there's something you gotta work on. Don't cast aside the tide. It can bring you what you need to survive. All your life you've been drifting on the waters to find a way to see where you're going, who you'll be. You might call it sailing, sailing on the deep blue sea, on a sailing boat for you and me, taking it all for us or for the better. You see, you might call it sailing, sailing on the deep blue sea, living life so fancy free. It's all yours to take or to surrender. Stormy days, stormy nights, don't let your roof cave in. Don't let it sink in. You gotta take your tools and make yourself a hammer. Show the fools your days before and after. Don't cast aside the tide. It can bring you what you need to survive. All your life you've been drifting on the waters to find a way to see where you're going, who you'll be. You might call it sailing, sailing on the deep blue sea, on a sailing boat for you and me, taking it all for us or for the better. You will see. You might call it sailing, sailing on the deep blue sea, living life so fancy free. It's all yours to take or to surrender. Don't cast aside the tide. It's there to help you survive. You'll find a new way of life. I think that you might call it sailing, sailing on the deep blue sea, on a sailing boat for you and me, taking it all for us or for the better. You will see. You might call it sailing, sailing on the deep blue sea, living life so fancy free. It's all yours to take or to surrender. Get your pain and take it back to sender. Right? Okay. I mean, he's got a couple of songs that are little 10 minutes of noise. Some might call that bad. Okay, so thanks for all the positive comments. Let me address some of the comments here. So I like to listen to this in the mornings when I'm getting ready. That's nice. That's a very uplifting song. Thanks, thanks for appreciating it. Really, it's really humbling. I hate the sound of my own voice. I can't understand how other people can listen to their own voices. If you listen to your voice a lot, you'll eventually get used to it and start to like it. That's definitely true. I definitely didn't like the sound of my own voice, or even recognize the sound of my own voice, back when I first started recording myself, like in memos or singing. Um, when I first started singing, I definitely sounded different in my head than I did on the recording. It's just something that you kind of get used to after a lot of time of doing it. This album has been the soundtrack to my freshman year of university so far. God damn, thank you. It's kind of weird to think of that. That's like, this is the soundtrack of your life. My God, my God, what have I done? Such a proud smile, Geno. That was okay. Okay. I love this album so much. Quick question: do you use any pitch correction? The point of this album was to make it sound more raw, more and more kind of like a bunch of people playing instruments and recording them in a room, kind of like The Band by The Band and Tapestry by Carole King. Those are like my biggest inspirations for this album. I love those albums too, but I didn't want to copy their style. Just wanted to capture that sort of ambiance for this one. Having said that, there is a lot of studio trickery involved, including pitch correction. Yes, I do that. Um, um, if you've seen me practicing or singing live in my live streams, I don't sound all that great. Mostly because I just sing usually when I'm recording albums, and I don't really sing outside of actually recording for an album, or I don't play instruments really outside of recording for an album. I don't really have spare time to do that. And if I did do that a lot of hours per day, then I definitely get a lot better. I'm pretty sure of that. Um, it's possible for you to make a bad song. I make so many songs. It's quite possible that yes, I've made a bad song, more than one. I'd say. There's some that are very different stylistically, like Distemper, which is probably my. It's kind of an experimental album. It's got lots of noise in it as well, like me recording outside my bedroom window, capturing all the cars passing by. That's a 9-minute song. Okay, let's say track. It's not a song, but yeah, some might say that's bad. I just every album I try to enter a different world and limit myself to that world and see what I can come up with. So this one's definitely the acoustic side. It's not an acoustic album. Some might think that it's an acoustic album. It's not. It's an acoustic led album because there is some electronics involved. Like for example, all the drums, all the keyboards are electronic. They're not real pianos or drums. I play them on my keyboard here, and I use VSTs for virtual instruments to create the individual sounds of the pianos, the organs, the drum kit as well. So that's fake. Also, I got electric guitar sometimes as well, but mostly just acoustic guitar. And yeah. Okay, let's address further comments. Dear Jesse is my favorite. Oh, been listening to this album daily. It's support from Canada. Thank you so much, Canada and Jeremy. Uh, do you sound like Mario when you sing in your head? Not anymore. Just music kills me. The ambiance of a laundromat. You sing West. It has that jazzy Ross Stewart rasp. Oh, thank you. My soft with windy nights is a banger. Okay. Okay. Track number 2, Falling Behind. And this is one of those songs that I was first working on during that untitled country album for a female singer back in 2011, I think. And this has hardly changed at all, except I've re-recorded everything because originally I used loops and samples, and it was at a much lower it was at a much lower key, I think, because I had a female voice in mind, so I was adjusting for that, and the lyrics were cleaned up a little bit. Actually, after the stream, maybe later this week, I'm gonna make a making of and Vienna video where I'm gonna be putting on all these early versions and demos from like the past 10 years that eventually led to this album. So that'll be interesting, like stuff from 2010 all the way up to 2018, I think, because this album took a long time to make. As every album, there's new songs that I just came up with, and there's lots of reworkings of older songs. And I have hundreds of older songs that will eventually see the light of day in some way, I think. So yeah, this has hardly changed in about 8 years. I'm pretty proud of this song. Hope you like it too. This one's a bit lower down, a bit more relaxed. It's got some electric guitar in here too. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's a fun video to make too. This is Falling Behind.
I guess the mystery songs I was the fool. I never saw you as something more than a pretty jewel. Gotta catch up with the times. Is there any last hope of another chance? 'Cause I'm falling behind again. I'm still coming around the bend. I'm losing my sense of faith, and I'm falling behind again. Whatever you may say, I understand. I guess I'll walk my way, empty heart and hands. Better make up for my borrowed time. But is there any hope for one final dance? 'Cause I'm falling behind again. I'm still coming around the bend. I'm losing my sense of faith, and I'm falling behind again. Soon you'll see a better me, a new man that you've never seen before. You'll have a nice surprise in store, but still I'm falling behind again. I'm still coming around the bend. I'm losing my sense of faith, and I'm falling behind again. I'm failing to hide the way that I'm feeling every single day, and I'm hoping it goes away, but I'm fearing it's here to stay.
Okie dokie. Too fast. So that was Falling Behind, which has hardly changed in about 8 years. I like the mood of that one too. Okay, let's see. This doesn't sound like the Cheers intro at all, but I mean it's okay. I know tickets. I know. I know you like the Cheers intro a lot. Oh, there's a 15-minute song on this album. I have to put it straight into my playlist of very long songs. I'm actually gonna do a compilation of long songs later on YouTube. After the instrumentals compilation. um, and some people, I imagine they're just discovering my music for the first time, and they're like, "Oh my God, there's a 15-minute song on here. What the hell is this?" I usually have at least one song on an album that's longer than 8 minutes. Some are over 20 minutes long, so this is not a new thing for me. Ah! Oh my God, what happened? Terrific album, King. I played the album while driving on the Florida Keys last weekend. My GIF probably thought I was a Spurg when I talked about Quick. Okay, sweet, nice. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the tip. It's a big tip. God damn. You really didn't have to do that. Oh. Thank you so thank you so much. God damn. It's such a weird mix. Quick and then my music. It's got lots of interesting people together. Oh my God, thank you so much. God, that's so nice of you. This is honestly one of the songs I would 100% cover. Sean, please cover one of my songs. I want to hear you do it. Binging your music on Spotify. Yeah. I don't have Spotify though. I was actually very, very hesitant on putting stuff on Spotify for some reason, like because I don't use it, so I don't want it to be featured on it. But like other people like it. Do you know what? Would you buy a telly if it looked like a Strat? If it looked like a Strat, it would be. Wait, if it look, you're confusing me, man. If it looks like a Strat and it sounds like a Strat, it's a Strat. If it looks like a telly, plays like a telly, it's a telly. And I'm not touching one of those things. I just made my dad a huge fan of your support from Spain. God damn, thank you, Pedro. And Vienna's primetime daytime drive music. Oh, I'll sing "It's Not You, It's Not Me" in the VC after the stream if you want. Oh, I can't join the VC. I got stuff to do. But I hope you entertain the others there. Can I give you a link to my long songs playlist? You can link it in here. Pretty sure the mods will take care of it. Oof. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, next song. Giving it all I got. I first came up with the chorus for that. A very repetitive, simple, fast-paced chorus. What are you saying? Would you like to tell the audience what you're saying? Because I can hear you very well. Anyway, hello. Do you still have a SoundCloud? I think I still have a SoundCloud, but I don't really use it. I put all my songs on private there, and I link them to places that might review my music. I haven't gotten a review yet for And Vienna, which is unfortunate. I felt like some people might be interested in it. Oh well. Anyway, next song. I came up with a chorus, a very fast-paced chorus that's kind of influenced by Footloose, perhaps by Kenny Loggins. On acoustic guitar, just those two chords, like 3 chords. And Vienna album poster on Redbubble. I forgot to do that. I have to do that. I've been meaning to do that. I've been meaning to do that. God damn it. That's why I made such a high quality version of my album cover. I should do that. God damn it. Sorry. Thanks for reminding me. Anyway, I came up with that first, and then I had to come up with a verse. Like, what would the verse be? If I, what would sound good with this? And I went back to my catalog of very old songs, and I found a song called Aberdeen, USA, which is going to be featured later this week. I'm going to put it up on my Making of And Vienna video. I think it was made in 2009, maybe? When I really didn't know how to sing at all, and I was just singing in speaking tone. It was really low. It was like a 6/8 feel. No, it wasn't 6/8 feel. It was like slow groove like I wish that I could take a something new and fun, but I only know my hometown. We'll take our place at a movie show. We'll be moving slow until the sun goes down. Pretty much all the lyrics, apart from the chorus, were taken from that song. It's really interesting. It's really interesting that I really didn't have to change anything apart from just the music and the tempo. The lyrics stayed pretty much the same. I cleaned them up a bit, but it's kind of interesting that you can, even though I made lots of songs and lots of them aren't very good, and I wouldn't I wouldn't dare to give them the light of day and have everyone listen to them, but some are kind of okay. I kind of impressed myself with what I was able to achieve back then, 10 years ago. Jesus Christ! So this is probably the oldest song. Um, this is the song that has the oldest roots on this album. This is about 10 years, I think. So this is very different. The end product is very different from what it originally sounded like. So without further ado, please let's dance the twist to "Giving It All I Got."
I'm giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. Giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. You know I'm giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. Giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. I wish that I could take a service new and fun, but I only know my hometown. We'll take our place at a movie show. We'll be moving slow until the sun goes down. There's not much to do for me and you, but I wish that you could stay. 'Cause I ain't got much, but it's all I got, and I'm giving it all away. I'm giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. Giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. You know I'm giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. Giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. There's a carousel and a wedding bell and a lot of yet to comes. We'll take a chance and we'll be holding hands, looking for romance until the cows come home. Oh, what can I say? Oh, what can I do just to make you stay? 'Cause I ain't got much, but it's all I got, and I'm giving it all away. I'm giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. Giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. You know, giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. Giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. If I played the bass and I'll take guitar, just sing like Jerry Lee. I'll be your leader, I'll be your guide, I'll show you how to dance. But when the show is over, left with me and you, well, I get in the back of my brother's car and do what we both want to do. You know I'm giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. Giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. You know I'm giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. Giving it all I got, giving it all I got and more. You know I'm giving it all I got and more. Giving it all I got and more.
Okay, okay. Oh my god, what the hell happened to the frame rate here? I downloaded all these videos off YouTube. Excuse me. Because if I play them on YouTube, then they kind of the buffering doesn't work very well. Anyway, hope you like that one. Excuse me. Jesus. I just drank water. Why am I burping? Such a jaunty tune. I know I had more of a Loggins inspiration, but surely I can't be the one that feels like it has a big Don McLean vibe. It might. Uh, it might, but I have no idea who Don McLean is. It's interesting how some people uh label me as like each song is inspired by this person or that person. Like I have no idea who these people are. I just happen to sound like them. American Pie. Don McLean was American Pie? I thought it was. No, wait. I'm very confused now because I'm pretty. What? Oh, frick! I'm late. Sorry. It's okay, Mark. Man, I missed you though. I was actually going to talk to you. I've been meaning to talk to you because I'm working on my latest album. You know, the metal inspired album. I was wondering if you're interested in contributing some solos to that because I like the chop of your guts. Anyway, yeah. So, Given It All I Got had 4 simultaneous guitar tracks, I think, going. And I do lots of this for this album. I have at least two guitars, doing the left and right panning thing, just playing the same thing, but just one track is on the left channel, right, and the other track is on the right channel, and it creates this kind of big duality thing, and it really fills up the track more so than if it was just in the center. And I think I had 4 in this one because I had 2 playing. I had 2 tracks playing a simple open chords like A, D, D7, A, D7, E, A, very very simple ones. And there was another 2 tracks which played those same chords but in a different way further up the neck, so it sounds really full. And that's why at the end he had all these guitar chord strikes that were panning all over the place, like that. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, and I was going to mention the drums. It's kind of interesting because lots of times when I'm making music, I just kind of let the drums go into auto, just whatever, autoplay drums without any. Where'd you learn that tracking technique for the guitars? I'll probably learned it by observing, just by listening to other people make music, or just listening to like other songs and trying to figure out how does that sound the way it does. It's like almost the same, but it sounds a bit different. So I imagine that it's there's 2 tracks happening at the same time and that they're almost the same, and that's what makes the difference. I also did that with that Polish duo that I recorded 2 songs for. I had to do the stereo effect thing for my vocals. It was a band called Designer, and I co-wrote and performed 2 songs for them on their album. I guess he ran for an animator of the soundtrack of Animal Crossing. So interesting to hear the behind the scenes of your track. So much thought goes into producing one of the songs. Kind of mind blowing to just a casual listener. Can I play drums on one of your songs when I get my new drum? Oh, of course, please do. I'd like to get some more audience participation in this one. So yeah, I was gonna say that the drums. Lots of times I just let the drums be very plain, kind of boring, just on the hi hats, like every half beat, and then kick drums. Kick snare. But this one, there's a few tracks where I tried to make something more interesting. Like, for example, Given It All I Got, the hi-hat, I might strike the hi-hat sometimes, but during the choruses especially, the hi-hat closes on the offbeat. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't hit the hi-hat for the choruses. So I might try to make something interesting for some of the drum tracks here, because as a drummer, you like to play something interesting. It's not just us guitar players that can play solos. You can make something interesting with the drum track too. So that was one of the things that I did. Anyway, we're moving on to Everything's Fine, which is another very old song. What kind of instruments are you looking for, Geno? Oh, ins, ins, ins instrumentals? Inscrew. Okay, can you retype that, please? Instruments. Anyone really? Guitar and drums, basically. I can do the bass and everything else. Just guitar and drums, because I can do the riffs all fine in guitars, but I'm not a very good soloist, especially for a metal inspired album. So anyway, Everything's Fine, which is a song that was on a very old album of mine called Guitar Man, and it was going to be a guitar led album, which I started working on probably 2011, 2012. And this one is also another song that really hasn't changed at all in 8 years, apart from me re-recording everything and pitching everything up one semitone, because I was really hesitant towards towards singing higher. So everything was very low at the very beginning of my music career. So I raised it up just a little bit. And this one also has the double tracking vocal effect on the guitars and the vocals as well. And it did originally have that in the original version back in 2011. And so I'm thinking, did I just figure that out myself? Because I don't understand why I did that the way I did, because I don't listen to the Beatles. I didn't listen to the Beatles back then, or John Lennon. So I wouldn't have figured that out if I was listening to someone else other than the Beatles, because they were kind of famous for doing that double tracking vocal thing. So I have no idea why I did that, but it works, and it carried over to this final product. And the music video, it was definitely intended to be about communism from the very beginning. It sounds like it's a happy song about having a happy life with some malicious undertones. It's definitely the point of it being like a parody, like a farce. Because this is about communism and North Korea, I'd say. I was actually intending it to be making a video about it using footage from Stalinist Russia, but I ended up using North Korea instead. Which is kind of close enough. It's more relevant, at least for today's audience. And that music video was featured on the subreddit Listen to This, and thanks to that, it got over 5,000 views now in like 2 weeks, which is great. I actually got more than 3,000 views in one day, which is really nice, and probably got lots of new subscribers as well. So if you came from that, hello, how you doing? Hope you like what you see. Hope you like what you hear. That was nice. Nice little surprise. Anyway, let's move on to track number 4. Everything's Fine, even though it isn't.
You
blue. I see blue. God damn that frame rate. Okay, so that was that. Oh my god. This makes me want to visit Pyongyang. I kind of wanted to visit Pyongyang for a while. What else are we going to say about that? Yeah, some of the lyrics were also inspired by the movie Moscow on the Hudson, which I've mentioned before was like one of my favorite movies. There's a quote in there, like there's a Russian guy. They're all from Soviet Russia. It was like in the 1980s, and it was like they were part of a circus act, a Russian circus act, and they were in New York on tour. And one guy was going to defect, but then one of his handlers was like saying, soon you'll be back in Moscow, where the air is always clear. That was a nice little bit of propaganda there. I see blue. So next track is number 5, Color of the Wind, which also was in my head for a very long time before I actually started working on it. Originally in my head, it sounded more like an Eagles song, and it had a double time feel to what you hear now. So like, color of the wind. So I was gonna add lots of stuff on here. Oh, by the way, I was gonna say that I knew that I was going to Japan, for the year 2018 to 2019. This was during the summer, so I started working on almost every song. I laid down the acoustic guitar first. So pretty much all the acoustic guitar stuff that you hear, almost all of it, was recorded in Dublin towards the summer of 2018. Because I knew that when I was going to Japan, I was not going to have an acoustic guitar with me, so that was like the most important thing to get right. And I could kind of make do with electronic instruments for the rest of it. When you record the X Shaker, I recorded in my little house in Hokkaido earlier this year, I think. Yeah. So yeah, but funnily enough, the guy who was in the house before me left me his acoustic guitar, which is the guitar that you see on the album cover, and I still have it with me. It's the best guitar I've ever had. It's a Morales Falcon. Can't remember the name of it actually. I need to look at it again, but it sounds so resonant. When's the X Shaker official contact library coming out? You're not getting it, okay? Pretty sure you can get one. Pretty sure you can get a contact library for anything. But yeah, when I first started recording all the rest of the instrumentals for this song, I laid down the guitars first, and then I was gonna have like a fretless bass sounding bass line, like doo doo boo doo doo boo doo 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 boo doo. But then I laid down the percussion, and upon hearing it, it was like I first had the guide vocal. I mean the guide keyboards, which were a Rhodes, I think. Was it Rhodes or Worley? Oh no, it was a Rhodes electric piano, I think. And those guide chords that you hear on the album, that's like unchanged. And when I heard those two tracks together, like the guitars, the guide keyboards, and the percussions, like this song needs nothing else, really. Okay, X Shaker, okay, fine, I'll do that. But like, it doesn't need an extra drum track on top of that. I was gonna do like a whole cross stick, like a very country-esque, easygoing, peaceful, easy feeling by the Eagles sort of beat. Dunk, gunk, 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 gunk. This didn't need that at all. So it changed very quickly from what I envisaged in my head. So it sounds very different from what I had in my head. I think it's better this way. It's more relaxed and more, I guess, mysterious this way. And the lyrics also don't mean much. Just figuring out mysteries in history, ancient aliens, basically. So, hope you like it. This is Color of the Wind.
dance, trying to lead the way. 'Cause when the sunlight fades, we're lost in a haze, longing to understand. As the moon comes to welcome the night, we find ourselves in light, a mysterious glow we no longer know, longing to be right. Some feel so alone, wanting to be in the know, but can I follow what you say? Can you tell me where I lay? Can you tell me the color of the wind? There are lines drawn in the sand, so many stars ago. They're a sign of times before time arrives, longing to be heard. Is it a call to pray or plain? Nature thrown in disarray, a lifeline holding us in place, longing to escape. Some look to the past, asking if we were the last. But can we read into their hearts? Do they tell us who we
Very nice. Mm. Anyway, that was Color of the Wind. Oh, I forgot to mention that the chord progression for the verses I also was playing on keyboards for a very long time, for years before I finally found a place for them to live in the song. So anyway, moving on. Number 6, the big hit, It's Not You, It's Not Me, which I've been teasing in my live streams for a very long time. I think ever since the Proselytes Flux full album playthrough. That was a while back. That was my last album playthrough. So I played through a very rough version of that song without the finalized mixing. It still sounded a bit rough around the edges, but it was nice enough. This one also was in my head for a very long time. The chorus especially. It's not you, it's not me, it's whatever you want it to be. I knew it was going to be a kind of a special song once I finished it, and I'm glad I finished it the way I did. The verses were originally in my head part of July, yeah. The verses were part of a different song that I had in my head. It was like it was going to be a disco beat. Imagine I Will Survive, just with the lyrics from the verses. You know that I am alive, bump bump, broken in two, bump bump, hanging around, bump bump, better to do, bump bump bum. But then I changed those, just combined those two songs together, and it turned out the way it did. And it's a really fun song for me to play on acoustic guitar. It's pretty easy, just chords, pretty easy chords. And there's actually three tracks of the guitar chord tracks here. There's a left, right, and a middle. So it sounds pretty rich, pretty full. And the piano, goddamn, the piano at the start, just completed. I'm really glad that so many people like it. You know, again, going back to that statement that I made before, if you like the song, then there's a pretty good chance that the audience will like it too. And if you're not crazy about the song, then, well, if you're not happy with the product that you make, how can you expect the audience to like it too? They're gonna feel different. They're gonna feel like something's off, like your heart's not in it. You know, people can feel that. It's not a you. Yes, the first time that I played through this, the first time I sang this actually, I listened back to it and it was like, oh, sorry about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's someone asking about my WeChat. I haven't added them yet. Okay, sorry. I'll add you pretty soon. I'm just waiting for more people so we can have a bigger group. Okay, I'll add you soon. Sorry about that. Okay. So, where was I? Yeah, good song. Good song. Good jam. Good jams. It's not you. It's not me.
You know that I am alive, but broken in two, hanging around with nothing better to do, holding on just by a thread, trading a bottle for a glass instead. I'm trying to take it in stride, whatever it may be, looking for something I'm too stupid to see. Doesn't have to be this hard to reclaim a misguided heart. Maybe time breaks through the hardest, so I'll finish what I started, wasting my hours looking for reasons, looking for rhymes. It's not you, it's not me, it's whatever you want it to be, hoping for a summer after the fall, steps to a different beat. Seasons come and seasons go. Nothing's for certain, that much I do know. Feel like something's changed, for better or worse. A new sign to show me anything goes. Take a breath and let it out. There's a sun behind the clouds. Looking out, I see a new day approaching. No reason not to fit in. Make a new plan, give it another go, and give it all you can. It's not you, it's not me. It's whatever you want it to be. Hoping for the summer after the fall. Waiting for the sign, anything at all. It's not you, it's not me. It's whatever you wanted to see. Know that happiness is not for you to take, but can make for free. If you wanna make it better, be it a book or just a letter, just don't care. Looking for a reason when it isn't there. Step by step, one at a time. Life will show you how to make it right. It doesn't have to be this hard. Wasting time, looking for reasons, looking for rhymes. It's not you, it's not me. It's whatever you want it to be. Hoping for the summer after the fall. Waiting for a sign, anything at all. It's not you, it's not me. It's whatever you want it to be. Know that happiness is not for you to take, but something made for free instead. It's not you, it's not me. It's whatever you want it to be. Hoping for the summer after the fall. Waiting for the sign, anything at all. It's not you, it's not me. It's whatever you wanted to see. Know that happiness is not for you to take, but something made for free instead. It's not you, it's not me. It's whatever you wanted to be. Hoping for the summer after the fall. Waiting for the sign, anything at all. It's not you.
I want to see you embarrass yourself. Not gonna lie. That was "It's Not You, It's Not Me." The big hit single. Yeah, I was meaning to say that the first time I recorded the chorus, I ended up singing it as it's not a you. It's not a you. It's not me. And I had to change that. But now it's changed. Now it makes sense. It's not a you. It's a me, Mario. Okay. Another super chat for this jam. Had this on repeat from the past few weeks. Thank you so much, okay, sweet nice again. Oh my god. God damn. Thank you so much. Damn, I can't believe you like it that much. So nice of you. Anyway, we're moving on. We're gonna be after that amazing high, let's get downright depressing. With Nothing to Say, which is a really depressing song, I must say. I kind of find it funny that the lyrics for the verses read like a limerick. There's nothing left to say, to turn and walk away. All things together, now and forever, are gone with yesterday. I knew a man from Nantucket who had a, personally I think the next track, the opening for clarinet, could use some work, maybe a flute instead. I wanted an oboe. It's an oboe actually, but yeah. I know it doesn't sound great because I don't have an oboe with me. If I had an oboe with me, I'll play it myself. But It doesn't sound perfect. I know. I was really finicky with this oboe mixing, kind of trying very hard to make it sound natural. It just didn't really, but it had to be an oboe. That's the saddest instrument for this one. Oboe's best little woodwind. I prefer clarinet because I played clarinet for 6 years. Oboe's hard to play though. Yeah, I imagine so. It's double reed. I know. So yeah, this was inspired by a Russian song from the movie Irony of Fate from the 1970s. Need to hook up on some sick wind contact libraries. I'm pretty sure this is the contact library. I play flute and bass guitar. It's an interesting mix. Damn. I like the bassoon. Bassoon's good too. Squidward's clarinet? No, it was someone else's clarinet. Yeah, so it's kind of it's very low. It's a very low song. It's probably the lowest I've ever sung professionally, at least I mean commercially. This was actually, I love clarinets. I feel like the oboe does better solo instrument, maybe. I like the mellowness and the roundness of the oboes. I mean clarinets. Oboes are kind of nasal. So yeah, I wanted this to be very low, kind of emulating that song from Irony of Fate. I actually recorded this early in the morning before I started talking really during the day. So recorded around 10, 11 a.m. So the morning voice is when you can really hit the low notes. So I took advantage of that. Hope you like it. Hope you don't fall asleep. Hope you don't cry too much. This is Nothing to Say. There's nothing left to say, so turn and walk away. Nothing to settle, all things together are gone with yesterday. I've said what you're to do, just leave me cold and blue, like changing the weather. Nothing's forever, not even me and you. If summer comes to warm me, so let it be. If winter stays with me, I won't try to flee. If there's a change of heart set to follow me, there's nothing I will do. No falling star can guarantee a life of happiness for me. No wishful thinking can turn back the time. No words can set me free. A game of foolish hearts and smiling eyes leads only to goodbyes. And in our silence we can tell ourselves our fault lies in our eyes. There's nothing more to say, just leave it where it lay. No need to borrow another tomorrow and throw it all away. If the summer rain comes to wash away the memories of ill-fated yesterdays, I wouldn't look for shelter, come with me, 'cause the seasons don't care.
fault lies in our eyes. No falling star can guarantee a life of happiness for me. No wishful thinking can turn back the time. No words can set me free. A game of foolish haunts and smiling lies leads only to goodbyes. And in our silence we can tell ourselves our fault lies in our eyes. There's nothing you can say to take the pain away. Maybe tomorrow I'll find my sorrow is here to stay.
And we're back. I wasn't crying, I was just checking some stuff. There's lots of things to check. Anyway, that was nothing to say. I got nothing to say about that. It was a fun track to do, kind of. Next track picks things up again with Dear Jessie, which was actually born out of freelance singing request that I had. There was a guy who had a song idea. He liked my voice and he wanted me to write the lyrics and sing the song for him. And the title he gave me was Miss Jenny. I tried to look it up on YouTube, but I couldn't find it again. So I'm not sure if it's still up. So when I first heard the lyrics Miss Jenny and the idea about a student, this is a song sung from the point of view of a student who is in love with the teacher, and was like thinking about the lyric ideas for it. It's like, Miss Jenny, I see you cry, lusting over some other guy. So as soon as that popped into my head, I recorded it as a memo, so I wouldn't forget about it later. But then I have heard the backing track, and it was a very fast-paced song. So it's like, okay, I can't use these lyrics, I can't use this melody. So I ended up recording a song called Miss Jenny for a freelance singing job. It was nice. It was nice enough. It was a cool guy who did it. But then I changed the lyrics from Miss Jenny to Dear Jessie, so I couldn't be sued. And also, I like the Jessie more because it denotes silent suffering. The use of the S. And this one also has a kind of a slow disco beat. If you can imagine Samantha Song's song, Emotion, co-written by the Bee Gees, kind of has that same sort of feel. And also, I had fun with the drum track for this one because it's more interesting and more dynamic than the usual drum tracks. For example, the hi-hat. The hi-hat is a combination of closed hi-hats and strikes. It's like I wanted to make something interesting again. So yeah, it's a pretty nice song, I guess. Hope you like it. This is Dear Jessie. Very good. Well done. That was nice. Yeah, it is a bit sad. Yeah, it's kind of have a hmm. It's very introspective, ain't it? It's like when you like someone, but you know that they won't like you, and thinking that if you were someone else, would they like you more? But they wouldn't like you if you were someone else. So come to terms with you being not that great. It kind of has little nuances of inceldom. Yeah. Next song is the penultimate track, "Till the End." Let's get hydrated. Till the End, I came up with during my stint in Hokkaido, in my small town in Hokkaido, where I was an assistant English teacher last year. I started working on this pretty soon after I got there, and this is a song dedicated to my parents, helping me out during my tough times there. Unfortunately, the chords, the chord progression, the tempo, the mood is kind of very similar to "It's Not You, It's Not Me." So I tried really hard when I was finalizing this track to make it sound different arrangement wise. So because I don't want two songs to sound too much alike, but like the song was too good for me to just drop because it just sounds like "It's Not You, It's Not Me" just a little bit. So I dealt with it. Also, it also gets very high. It's also a very fun song to play live, but I gotta sing very high for this one. It's got some nice electric guitars, some nice percussion. Made it really interesting. Hope you like it too. This is "Till the End." 1, 2, 3, 4.
When it's cold and there's no place I call home, keeping close to my heart kind words from long ago. I read them back, they keep me safe when I'm alone. But there's so much they can do when my world's scary and new. Crying like there's no tomorrow, leaving my heart in its sorrow.
Hello. Nice. Okay, let's give it a pause right there. Till the end. Till the end is not the end. Now we're on to the end. The 15-minute long track. What's wrong with my lighting here? Is it this one? Is it this thing that's messing me up? Okay. So now, lots of people are kind of surprised by Traveling and the fact that it's a 15-minute long song, over 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It's not unusual for me. I kind of have at least one 10-minute long plus song per album. But I do think it's kind of interesting to have a fairly accessible, lighthearted, not too complex, melody-driven album like this, ending with a 15-minute long song. Like, it's pushing it a little bit. It's pushing it a little bit. But you know, I'm a fan of progressive rock. Lots of my albums have that prog rock sort of feel, making things differently, overly long, stuff like that. But I had this idea that it had to be a long song. Traveling, the 15-minute long epic at the very end. It had to be like this. And this is, the lyrics from this stemmed from wanting to travel, supporting my partner, encouraging my partner to do well, saying that I'll be with her, through all the thick and thin. Traveling, of course, and wanting to go to other places. Just giving her hope. This is what the song is all about. Dedicated to her. And musically, it's kind of inspired by Pure Prayer League and the song "Early Morning Riser," especially at the first verse in the song. It's very similar with all the tinkly acoustic guitar bits. I don't think this has any time signature changes, but it does have tempo changes. But it's all in 4/4, a very long 4/4. Oh, and you can hear my partner singing at the very beginning with the ah. We sang those together in multiple harmonies. So I hope you like it. This is the closing track of And Vienna, the song that has the words And Vienna in it. This is Traveling.
As time goes by, there's still a roof above us. If there's a time to rise and fly away, don't leave it till another day. Come and get it if you can, but don't stay. Here's our place to cozy up till morning. Wash our face and see that we're still glowing. Keep a tiny place in your pocket for me. When that time approaches, lift me up and into your heart, carry me. As the world keeps revolving, so do our days and nights go on evolving. Sure as the garden flowers calling bees, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. Wherever you are is home for me. See those stars, they look so out of reach, but don't listen to those silly things some people teach. Even if pain or sorrow may arise, beware, there is another side, another desert. We can make a beach. See those stars, let's go. That's where our dreams are made. With a hearty heart and a sturdy mind, we can pave our way to the skies. Where to go next? Your will is the limit. New sights to see. Take it and give it. New music to hear. Sounds from the soul. New taste to feel. Body and spirit. The world may look a little big, but don't fret. What's in your own world solely depends on you. Where do you wanna go? Who do you wanna see? What do you wanna feel? Is it a dream or just reality? You know that it can be sometimes hard to see. So let's go on a trip, escape reality, and try to find all there is to feel in Hawaii and Korea, maybe Dublin, Spain and China too, and Vienna and Sapporo and Warsaw, Kaunas and St. Petersburg. If we stay there, doesn't matter. Wherever you are is home for me. See those stars. Every day you keep on shining, and every night take time to feel you tiring. Feel every part of you relax and think another day has come to pass, and another life awaits you in the morrow. All that has come and gone, the weak and strong, the search goes on for where you belong. But where you are
And there it is. It sounded very yesy. It did? Really? It sounded yesy. Huh. I guess in some parts maybe it did. But yeah, that final whew, at the end is me holding down the guitar chord. Um, as a guitar player knows, when you hold down the chords for very long, uh, unless you have very developed calluses, it kind of hurts on your fingers if you keep holding down the strings. So I was doing that. I was holding down that final chord until the fade out. So it was really hard for me to push down, keep continuously pushing down on the strings. I was like, oh, okay, the song's finished. Whew. That was what that sound was at the end. I decided to leave it in. Makes it more raw sounding. So yep, that's the end of the album. Woo! Thanks so much for everyone who enjoyed it. Thanks for everyone who has listened to it. Album's so good. Listen to it all at once. Feel like I really was learning to love it like a person. Oh, like less than an hour. It's just under an hour. Actually, it's like 58 minutes or something. So it's not quite album length for a vinyl record. It's more like I guess CD. A CD is fine, but yeah, I can't put this on vinyl, unfortunately. So yeah, working on my next album, which is kind of related to this one. It's kind of hard to explain why is it related to this one. It's kind of part 3 of a trilogy, though it's also part 1. You'll figure it out once I finish the trilogy. As like the first one and the last one at the same time. So anyway, thanks for everyone who has tuned in to the stream. Thanks for everyone who has supported this album and my music. Special thanks to OK Sweet Nice for donating $15. Goddamn, thank you so much. And thank you all so much for your continuous support. I'm really glad that you like the album. I like it too. If I like it, then that's a good sign that others will like it too. So hope to make some more. Hope to make some more music when I can. I have a job now, so I can't do as much as I would like. I don't have as much free time. But I'll do my best. Good morning, everyone. Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good week, good month. I'll see you when I see you. Live the life you want to live. Take care of yourselves and take care of someone else. Thanks again. See you when I see you.